Does your Minecraft house suck? No, I think it's actually pretty good. Do you want to make a better one? Well, what is there to fix? Should I be offended? Well, you clicked on the right video, because today I'm going to show you how to turn this into this. But I like my house, it's good. Look, just cooperate, alright? I gave you the script. Step 1, creating a block palette. As you can see, the house right here is actually really boring. It's literally made out of like all one block. Here are just 2 examples of block palettes. So here you have your wood, your planks, and then your stone, and then here you have bricks, terracotta, and wood. Just using these 3 blocks to create your house instead of just 1 block will make your house look 1,000 times better, because I mean, come on, using all the same block looks like really, really bland. Step 2. Don't make your house just a square. As you can see, this house is just a square, and not gonna lie, it doesn't look the best, does it? No, it's just kind of bland. A really easy way to make your house look better is just to make your house not a square. So as you can see, all I did here was like extend the house by adding just another bland looking blocks. But when I say this will improve the house a lot, it will improve the house a lot. Okay, step 3. Frame the house. So now this is where your block palette comes into play. Now it is time to frame the house. Now, what I usually use to frame houses and what I think looks the best are some type of log, but you can use whatever log you want. So to create the frame, all you really have to do is you can either knock out an entire corner and place the frame going up like that, or you can extend the frame and make it a part of the outside of the build to create more depth. Yeah, the framing part is pretty simple. All I did was put the logs on each corner. Step 5 is a big step, and that is make the roof. Extend the roof outside of the build, and if you can, use stairs instead of blocks. My roof, I'm just going to be using cobblestone stairs. So now, as you can see, the roof is done, and you might be thinking to yourself, that looks really terrible, and you're right, it does, but there's one very easy way to improve this. So as you can see for the roof, I did a little overhang of 1 block, but if you want to make it look less like weird, a very simple way to do this is just by placing stairs underneath the blocks in between. I think that looks a lot better than it did before, but if you want to go the step further, you can do one more thing, going back to the last step with framing. What you can do is just place a line of logs, and then it should look something like this. Step 6. Adding windows. I would highly suggest using panes for windows because it adds more depth, and I'll get more in depth later. Pretend I never said that. There's a lot of empty space here, so just by putting a window, it makes it look a lot less empty. Now that window looks kind of awkward, so another thing you can do is change the color of the window. I think it adds something that looks more je ne sais quoi. It looks better though. I know at this point in the video you might be thinking that house still looks bad, but just wait, just wait, it's in the making. And I've added windows. So basically with this step, just go around and add more framing when necessary, and after a lot of trial and error, you'll get something that you're pretty happy with. So now it's time for step 7, detail. On this step, you're basically just going to play it by ear. There's no like specific rules on what you should do. So I can't make like steps for this, but I can give you some basic guidelines. If there's an empty wall or something just looks really bare, either frame it or put detail around it. And if something is really flat, then make it pop. I think the front looks really bland, so I'm going to actually make the frame come out an extra block. So as you can see, I did end up making the frame come out an extra block, but then I also added some extra framing around the windows, then just tried putting some stairs in different places and just really tested out what would work. I did detail just the front of this house for like 20 minutes. Finally, I just added some vines. Okay, so I hope that you now see the detailing part is really the biggest part. So this is the front now, and then this is the front before. It took me about 20 minutes just to do the front. Really, you just have to try a bunch of different things and just see what works. I'm gonna finish detailing this house, and then we'll move on to the final step, which is, let me pull this out. Landscape. Landscaping. The final step of this entire build. So as you can see, the entire house is done. Not gonna lie, I think it looks pretty good. it's time for landscaping. If you want a full tutorial on like detailing and stuff, leave a comment and subscribe so you're notified. Everyone's like, you should self-promote on your channel. I don't want to self-promote. It feels really awkward and it feels like I'm begging for subscribers and I don't like it. So the final step is landscaping. Now this is like pretty self-explanatory. Basically, you're just going to do whatever landscaping you want. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing for the landscaping. So what I'm going to be doing is just like a zigzagging path out this way, and then I'm going to add a garden because I think that would look pretty cute. So first, I'm just going to like make the path. So here's my path. As you can see, the path is just all the same block. And if you want texture, you're going to want to add more than like one type of block to your path. I'm just going to place in random mossy cobblestone blocks. A really easy thing that you can do to improve the landscape is add water. Water makes everything look really cool. So now we have a completed pond. Just adding a random pond like in your front yard, literally it makes your house look a lot better. So quick tour, I added a pond and a boardwalk, put some lily pads in there. I did a cobblestone path going out from the front doors and then added some mossy cobblestone in there for some texture. Finally, I did the fence with some pillars of logs and mossy cobblestone. And if you followed all of these 8 steps, now your house should be done. But you haven't done the inside yet, have you?